Today's mission is fueled by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, viewers like you, the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television, and
Delta Airlines. Because learning about geography is a great way for kids to learn about our world, one piece at a time. Delta Airlines, you'll love the way we fly.
Drat. Those time pilots travel all over to catch my crooks. If only everyone would stop moving. I have just the thing. Soon the history of migration in the U.S. will be changed forever. This is a perfect job for Servile.
Didst thou call, my liege?
Yes. I'm sending you through the time port to Utah in the year 1869. There's something very special I want you to steal.
Your command is my mission. My mission, my honor.
This info beam will give you all the details. Now, get going.
time pilots. Servile just stole something from the past. You've got 28 minutes to get it back, or history will change forever. Initiate chrono skimmer launch sequence. Boot up the chrono computer. Power up the engines. Extend the temporal sequencer. Now, get going.
We're on the case and we're chasing her through history. Chrono skimmer, engines hot, vile villains, evil plot. Our brave squadron leader will help us defeat her and bring back the loot to its rightful place in time. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego? Stop her crime and solve this mystery. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego? We're on the case and we're chasing her through history.
And here's the time pilot squadron leader, Carmen Sandiego.
Welcome aboard, everybody. I want you to hang on tight because we've got a very big mission, but very little time. So let's meet today's time pilots, starting with Lily Thomas. Come on, Lily. Nice to see you. And David Salney. Come on, David. Nice to have you in the squadron. And Chris Canick. Come on, Chris. Nice to see you, buddy. All right, time pilots. Just so you know, we depend on fact fuel to power the chrono skimmer, and you guys will be generating that power with your answers, okay? Now, each of you is equipped with 100 power points. Let's check in with the chrono skimmer engine crew. All right, they look ready and raring to go. So let's begin our pursuit of Servile. Chief, what's our mission profile?
Squadron, your time target is 1869, destination Utah. It's where two companies were working madly to finish a project to link one coast of the U.S. to the other. One company, called the Central Pacific, had thousands of Chinese workers. The other, called the Union Pacific, depended mostly on workers from Ireland. When the companies linked up at Promontory, Utah, and completed their project, the foreign workers stayed on, transforming the ethnic makeup of the United States, or so history told us till now, when Servile stole key parts of this project that helped turn a nation into a melting pot.
Thanks for the info, Chief. All right, pilots, for 10 power points, what did Servile steal? Cobblestones, railroad spikes, or telephone poles? Remembering the clues we just heard? Project that connected one coast of the U.S. to the other. Many workers were Chinese and Irish immigrants and linked up at Promontory, Utah in 1869. Everybody in? Just about? Okay, Lily, what'd you say?
I said railroad spikes.
All right, David?
Railroad spikes.
And Chris?
Railroad spikes.
Correct answer is railroad spikes. All right, guys. What we like to see, starting off on a good foot. And now, pilots, we know what Servile stole. I'd say we want to get it back, but if one of you today can retrieve that loot and capture Carmen Sandiego, you will win a complete multimedia computer system. So what are we sitting around here for? Let's go get it back. Engine room, let's warp to the time of the crime. Okay, time pilots, we made it back to the year 1869. So far, wait a second. We've got trouble. That last warp really depleted our fact fuel, so we have to refuel with a data boost. Okay, time pilots, I'll name a historical event. It's up to you to buzz in and tell me whether it took place in the 1860s or the 1960s. If you're right, you get 5 power points. If you're wrong, you lose 5. Okay, remember 1860s or 1960s. Here we go. Jesse James serves in Confederate Guerrilla Army. Yes, going to Chris.
1860s.
Correct, 1863. He was just 16 years old at the time. China's population is 650 million. Going to Lily.
1960s?
Yes, 1961. United Kingdom's population is 54 million. Going to Chris.
1960s?
Yes, 1961. U.S. population includes about 500,000 free blacks and almost 4 million slaves. Yes, David.
1860s?
Yes, 1860. First black soldiers in a U.S. Army. Going to Chris.
1960s?
Actually, it's 1862. Many were former slaves at the time. All right, guys, we're starting off very tight, you know. But that was a great job because we replenished our fact fuel. And just a reminder, all our fact fuel is verified by Encyclopedia Britannica. Now let's continue our mission and get back those railroad spikes, shall we? All right. Hey, wait a sec. Hey, that's the clue finder, guys. It's locked onto a report from Millennia, the oldest woman in the world. I'll patch her up on the view screen. How's it going, Millie?
Oh, I love these chat rooms. I was just in the Western chat room, recalling the time back in 1876 when I went west on the Santa Fe Railroad. We travelers back then had to rely on the eateries along the train route, and food was a mite odd. Chewy antelope steaks, eggs preserved in lime, rancid bacon. Of course, I love that kind of chow. Keeps me young. But then Fred Harvey opened a railroad depot restaurant called the Harvey House. He wanted to provide good food for Western travelers. It won't work, Fred, I told him. People like to eat chewy antelope. But did he listen? No. Soon, a chain of Harvey houses opened, staffed by waitresses called Harvey Girls. You know, before then, there were few opportunities for women to work out west. But Harvey houses provided decent jobs and allowed more women to join in the adventure of Western migration. You know, I think I still have some of that chewy antelope lying around, but I want you to taste it fresh. I bet I can find some here on antelope.com. They have everything. There it is. Told you.
All right, thanks, Millie. You know, she's 1,000 years old. No, believe it. Got to get the name of her plastic surgeon, I think. I would like it. All right, pilots, tell me what Civil War general is president during the time in which Servile is hiding. Is it Ulysses S. Grant, Robert E. Lee, or Dwight D. Eisenhower? Remembering the clues we just heard, 1876, Fred Harvey opens the first Harvey House, and waitresses called Harvey Girls. Okay, Lily, what'd you say?
I said Dwight D. Eisenhower.
All right, David?
I said Ulysses S. Grant.
And Chris?
Ulysses S. Grant.
Well, all right, correct answer is Ulysses S. Grant. 10 points for David and Chris. Very nice, Squadron. You know, it was Horace Greeley who said, "Go west, young man." But the railroads and employees like Harvey made it more possible for women to head there, too. And right now, we have our destination. Engine room, let's warp to 1876.
So much for the time pilot.
Pilots, we made it to 1876, but Servile has zapped our fact fuel. It's time for another data boost. Okay, time pilots. I'll name a famous person. Your job, buzz in and tell me whether in the year 1876 that person was already dead or not yet born. Okay, if you're right, you get 5 power points. If you're wrong, you lose 5. Remember, 1876 is the year already dead or not yet born. Dutch painter Rembrandt. Going to Lily.
Not yet born.
Actually, already dead. Died in 1669. Charles Lindbergh. Yes, David.
Not yet born.
Correct. He was born in 1902. Mick Jagger. Yes, Chris.
Already dead?
Actually, not yet born. He was born in 1943. How about England's King Henry VIII? Going again to Chris.
Already dead?
Yes, died in 1547. Finally, Nat Turner. Going to David.
Already dead?
Yes, died after 1831 after leading a successful slave revolt. Very nice, guys. You've replenished our fact fuel. And that, of course, means we are ready for time travel, guys. So right now, wait a sec. Oh, hey, we're in luck again. It's the clue finder. It's a lucky day, guys. Locked on to someone in the future. Let's bring them on board, see if they can help us.
Hey, I've been in some pretty fancy trains in my day, but this one takes a cake.
Actually, this is a chronoskimmer. Say, are you a hobo?
Depends on what you mean. Are you calling me a bum?
No, I never call you a bum.
Good, because I ain't no bum. I want to be a yeg, but the yegs won't let me.
Yeg? Who are the yegs?
Don't you folks know anything about hobos? Listen, a bum hobo rides the rails just like a yeg hobo, looking for food, clothes, handouts, just like a yeg hobo. But a bum will do an honest day's work if it's offered.
Wait, and that's bad, you're saying?
Well, sure. See, yegs treat hoboing like a profession. They believe in not working, and they stay true to their culture, even in tough times like this Great Depression.
Wait a second, are you saying yegs have a culture?
Oh, yeah. Yegs even have a convention. They camp outside some small city, and yegs come from all around the country. They have poetry and songwriting contests and, more than a little drinking, too. And you get to meet all the Johnsons.
Oh, Johnsons, are those friends of the family?
Yegs call themselves Johnsons.
Oh, sorry. Well, let me ask you, you live like a yeg, and you know everything about yegs. Why can't you be one?
Oh, well, see, yegs don't allow women. No way, no how. Well, I better move on. Time I scrounge up some lunch.
Oh, you know, listen, we could always use an extra hand on the chronoskimmer if you want to stay.
Son, I told ya, I ain't no bum.
Okay. Well, I'll get this looked at a little later. All right, pilots, name the decade where Servile is now hiding. Is it the 1830s, the 1910s, or the 1930s? Remembering the clues we just heard, tough times during the Great Depression, hobos ride the rails, and yeg culture among the hobos. All right, guys, lock on to an answer as soon as you can. Okay, Lily, what'd you say?
I said the 1910s.
Okay, David?
I said the 1930s.
And Chris?
I said the 1930s.
All right, correct answer is the 1930s. 10 points for David and Chris. Very nice, Squadron. You know, pilots, while many were using trains to migrate west, thousands of hobos rode the rails from city to city with no final destination. But trains won't have tracks to run on if we don't get back to spikes. So, let's warp to the 1930s. Pilots, we followed Servile to the 1930s. We are on his tail, but he's about to do some globe hopping. So, for us, it's time for Global Pursuit. Grab your controls, watch the globe on your screen, and buzz in when you think you know the answer. If you're right, you get 5 power points. If you're wrong, you lose 5, okay? Remember, we're in the 1930s. Here we go. He's pitching a tent in the city where millions attend the 1933 World's Fair. What do you guys say? Yes, David.
Chicago?
Correct, Chicago. He's in the country where national highways called trunk roads are being planned. Going to Lily.
United Kingdom?
Yes, United Kingdom. Then he dashed to a nation where emigration exceeds immigration for the first time. Going again to David.
USA?
Yes, USA. More people are leaving the U.S. than are coming into the country. He's in the state where drought-stricken Dust Bowl families arrive seeking work. Going to Lily.
California?
Yes. Servile dashed to the Canadian city recently linked to Detroit by a tunnel. Going to Chris.
Calgary?
Actually, it's Windsor. But that was nice, guys. Very nice. Well, time pilots, Sir Vile skipped out of Windsor right before we got there, I just found out. So we gotta move quicker. Right now, wait a second. We're picking up some trends.
Show thy mettle, cowardly pilots. I await thee in a place where sorrow fills the air. A massive earthquake hath struck this hamlet in Southern California. Fires rage, buildings crumble, and parts of the city's freeways lie in ruins. So great hath been the westward migration that before the quake, 3 million vehicles rode those freeways every rush hour. But now, cars crawl at a snail's pace, and buses are stuffed like fine roast boars. The city hath only recently begun constructing a new mass rail system, so gridlock rules the day. Alas, my kingdom for a choo-choo.
Tell you. You know, just once I'd like to see him get stuck in a rainstorm. Just rust right up like that. All right, pilots, where in time is Sir Vile? Seattle in 1989, San Francisco in 1991, or Los Angeles in 1994? Remembering the clues we just heard, city in Southern California, major earthquake destroys freeways, and construction recently begun on mass rail system. Everybody lock into an answer? Great. Lily, what'd you say?
San Francisco in 1991.
Okay, David?
San Francisco in 1991.
Chris?
Los Angeles in 1994.
Our correct answer is Los Angeles in 1994. 10 points for Chris. And you know, Squadron, decades of Western migration has ended up leading to gridlock frustration. But history is history, and we can't let it change. So we've got to get back those railroad spikes. All right, pilots, in that case, we have to make one final leap forward in time, and that means an ultimate data boost. Pilots, in an ultimate data boost, each correct answer is worth 10 power points. But if you're wrong, you lose 10, okay? Pilots, I'll name a person. Your job, buzz in and tell me whether that person is a country western singer or a vice president. Each correct answer, like I said, gets you 10 power points. But if you're wrong, you lose 10, remember. Johnny Cash. Going to Chris.
Country western singer?
Yes, he's known as the Man in Black. Levi Morton. Going to David.
Country western singer?
Actually, vice president. He served as vice president from 1889 to 1893. Okay, Garth Brooks. Yes, going to David.
Country western singer?
Yes, he is. How about Richard Nixon? Going to Lily.
Vice President.
Yes, he was Dwight D. Eisenhower's vice president. Dan Quayle. Going again to Lily.
Vice President.
Yes, he was George Bush's vice president. Billy Ray Cyrus. Going to David.
Country western singer?
Yes, he was. He had a #1 country hit with Achy Breaky Heart. Like that song, David? All right, well, you knew it anyway. Good for you. How about George Dallas? Going again to David.
Country western singer?
Actually, vice president. He served as vice president from 1845 to 1849. Okay, John Nance Garner. Going to Chris.
Vice president?
Yes, he served under Franklin Roosevelt. And finally, Winona Judd. Yes, going to David?
Country western singer?
Yes, good one. Okay, let's see how well we did there, guys. Lily has 140 power points, David has 165, and Chris has 160. So that means that David and Chris, you're going to move on to the next phase of this mission. But Lily, nice job, kiddo. You did a great job here. We're proud to have you in the squadron. And now, the Chief wants to say a few words to express our appreciation.
Jousting against Sir Vile can be a time pilot's toughest test. Next time, you'll be ready for him with this Acme TimeNet mission pack. It includes a deluxe Britannica World Atlas, this official Carmen t-shirt, the Chrono Skimmer cap with you-know-whose picture in front, a Where in Time watch, plus this boxed set of Carmen Sandiego's greatest hits, better known as her CD-ROM library and board games. They're crammed with crimes and clues to keep you sharp for your next flight. From Acme TimeNet Command, we salute you.
Okay, Squadron, we've sent Lily back to TimeNet Command. We're going to stay on board here, and we're going to complete this mission. That's if you guys are ready. You guys ready?
Alrighty.
Alrighty then. Chief, we're ready.
Time pilots, the history of migration is at stake. Get to Los Angeles in 1994 and follow the tracks to those spikes. Kevin, you're in command.
Aye, aye, Chief. Time pilots, full speed ahead to 1994. Look, Serval's got railroad spikes and a cybersphere. Quick, activate the loot tractor beam.
I must exeunt, only to joust again.
All right, guys, we've gotten back the railroad spikes and have them safely on board. Congratulations, guys, you've completed mission objective #1. Plus, now you're one step closer to winning that awesome multimedia computer system. But before we continue chasing Serval, we've got to return the loot to the year 1869. So let's check in with the Chief to get our flight plan. Chief?
Time pilots, you must navigate the chrono skimmer through 8 events from the history of migration and the American West, starting at the most recent event and finishing at the least recent event. The time pilot who does that goes on to chase Carmen and Serval along the trail of time. Here are the events on your flight plan. First, air-conditioned passenger train. Transcontinental Railroad completed. Arizona becomes a state. Custer's last stand at Little Bighorn. John Wayne's last film is released. The first Western film is made. Brooklyn Dodgers move west to Los Angeles. The Immigration Act is passed, limiting immigrants allowed into U.S. That's your briefing, time pilots. Good luck on your journey.
Okay, David, you have the higher score. You have the choice of going first or second.
I'll go second.
Second. All right, in that case, Chris, I want you to navigate this chrono skimmer back through time from the most recent event to the least recent event, starting by picking the most recent event on the board. You may begin.
Brooklyn Dodgers move to LA.
All right, we're going to go back to David, picking the most recent event on the board.
Immigration Act passed.
Back to you, Chris.
John Wayne's last film.
Yes, 1976.
Brooklyn Dodgers move to LA.
Correct, 1958.
First air-conditioned passenger train.
Yes, 1931.
Immigration Act passed.
Correct, 1924. Keep going.
Arizona becomes a state.
Yes, 1912.
Transcontinental Railroad.
Okay, we're going to go back to David, picking the most recent event.
John Wayne's last film.
Yes, 1976.
Brooklyn Dodgers move to LA.
Yes, 1958.
First air-conditioned passenger train.
Correct, 1931.
Immigration Act passed.
Yes, 1924. Keep going.
Arizona becomes a state.
Correct, 1912.
First Western film.
Yes, 1903.
Custer's last stand.
Correct, 1876.
Transcontinental Railroad completed.
Yes, David, you have saved history. Congratulations. And you did a great job helping us get there. You know that? So you and I, we're going to move on in just a moment, but you have another mission, my friend. And the Chief right now is going to explain what that mission is.
You've done some great navigation today. So, we're promoting you to Special TimeNet Advanced Command, or STANAC. Okay, the nickname needs some work, but you'll receive a complete TimeNet mission pack and this feature-packed portable CD player. Its compact size and rechargeable batteries let you take your tunes to all your favorite places and times. From the gang here at TimeNet Command, congratulations!
All right, David, you navigated us back to 1869 and returned the stolen railroad spikes. Right now, Chris is piloting the chrono skimmer back to the present. But David, Serval, and Carmen are still out there on the move, so your job's not done, my friend. So it's time for us to exit the chrono skimmer and head for the trail of time. Chief, is that a go?
Kevin, I'm engaging the transportal oscillator. Prepare to depart the chrono skimmer.
We're ready, Chief. Look out, Carmen, we're on our way.
In time is Carmen Sandiego. Stop her crime and solve this mystery. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. We're on the case and they're chasing us through history.
Hey, David, we've made it to the trail of time. You've got to track Carmen through 6 time portals by answering her questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready, set, go, David. Follow the engine crew to the first portal. Go, go, go!
It's 1775. Who blazes a trail through the Cumberland Gap? Daniel Boone or Davy Crockett?
Daniel Boone.
All right, move to the second portal following the engine crew.
It's the year 1848. What is discovered at John Sutter's mill? Oil or gold?
Gold.
Yes, 4 more to go. You've got 59 seconds left.
It's 1860. Where does the Pony Express first leave from? Kentucky or Missouri?
Missouri?
Yes! Hey, you've captured Servile! Congratulations! Keep up the good work!
It's 1876. What restaurants employ women in the West? Harvey Houses or Howard Johnson?
Harvey Houses?
Yes, 2 more to go. You've got 30 seconds.
It's 1883. Who stages a Wild West show? Wild Bill Hickok or Buffalo Bill Cody?
Wild Bill Hickok?
All right, crank the crank to open the gate. Keep cranking, keep cranking. Almost there. Keep going, pal. Go, go, go. All right, 1 more to go.
It's 1934. What state are Dust Bowl families leaving? Oklahoma or Wyoming?
Oklahoma?
Yes, David, you made it to the trail of time. Congratulations, buddy. You're fine. All right, buddy, you have energized the capture crystal. Now take it, David, and run and place it in the chronolock chamber to capture Carmen Sandiego. Fantastic, David. You completed every one of your missions. You captured Carmen, you captured Servile, and you returned the loot to its proper place in history. You feel pretty good?
Yeah.
Oh, you look good, too.
Thanks.
And right now, the Chief wants to show you what you've won. Chief?
Time pilot, you've done an outstanding job. I'm proud to give you an A1 mission rating, but that's not all. You also get a complete multimedia computer system with a high-performance processor, onboard CD-ROM, color monitor, and stereo speakers. You'll be able to power through any mission. I'm also including a year of Britannica Online, the ultimate interactive source of information. Plus, the Britannica CD-ROM Encyclopedia and the 32-volume encyclopedia set. I've commended you, I've rewarded you, and now I salute you.
Thanks, Chief. All right, I'm going to take a guess here. David, are you pretty happy?
Yeah.
You've just won that big computer system. That's great, pal. And you did an excellent job. We're very proud of you. So it's time for all of us to head back to the present. And remember, at Acme TimeNet, history is our job. The future is yours.
We're on the case and we're chasing her through history. Throttle open, thrusters on, chrono skimmer gets us strong. Pack extra socks and we'll all beat the clock from the Stone Age to Middle Age to Space Age and back. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. Stop her crime and solve this mystery. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. We're on the case.
All historical information has been verified by Encyclopedia Britannica and was accurate as of the date this program was recorded. This program was produced by WGBH Boston and WQED Pittsburgh.
Carmen's journey through time is propelled by Delta Airlines. Because learning about geography is a great way for kids to learn about each other, no matter where they hang their hats. Delta Airlines, you'll love the way we fly.
And by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, viewers like you, and the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television. This is Lynn Thigpen signing off.
This is PBS.
Where can a gumshoe be a gumshoe? With Carmen Sandiego software, available nationwide.
You're watching Whitney Kids.
On last week's episode of All My Adults.
Mom, can I go